Good evening and welcome to the May 1st, 2019 regular council meeting. I'd like to call the meeting to order, and we're coming to order at 7:13. I apologize to the people who are in the gallery and who are at home that we're starting a little bit late. We had a pretty lengthy in-camera session. I believe we have no presentations or delegations tonight. Sorry, we're looking at the agenda. From council, are there any emergent items from any of the councillors tonight? Seeing none, then administration. I believe you had a couple that you wanted to add to the agenda.
Thank you, Your Worship. There's two items coming out of in camera. The first is the Strathmore and District Egg Society Stampede sponsorship, and that should be item 7.4. And then the second would be the Center Street Road purchase request, and that could be 7.5.
Worship, I'd move adoption of the minutes of the agenda, with the amendments.
Thank you very much, Councillor Sobel. You've all heard the motion. All in favor? And that motion is carried. And we'd like to welcome Darlene Reynolds into the crowd tonight. Thank you for being here. Delegations. We have no delegations tonight. And that brings us to item 5.1, confirmation of minutes, the approval of regular council meeting minutes for April 3rd, 2019. Thank you, Councillor Peterson. We have a motion on the floor to confirm those minutes and to approve them. All in favor? And that motion is carried. I believe we have no tabled items, so item 7.1 is the next one, United Way grants, which is on page 11 of your brochure. And Linda Bernicki and Darlene, are you coming forward?
Darlene and Darlene are coming.
Oh, Darlene.
Oh, is that a song?
Could be.
We'll write one.
Okay.
Good evening,
Welcome,
everyone.
ladies.
Thank you. I'd like to introduce to you our United Way chair, Darlene Reynolds. She has been with United Way for 2 years and just recently took the chair position in January of this year. And so I am going to turn the mic over to her.
Okay. Not very comfortable with public speaking, so bear with me. So the Strathmore United Way in area is a partnership between United Way Calgary and the town of Strathmore. Our funding focus for 2019 is strong communities, healthy families, and all that kids and seniors can be. We received 21 grant applications asking a total of $120,755. The 2019 funding budget from United Way Calgary was $45,500. We were able to distribute these funds to 19 organizations that met the United Way's criteria. The board spent 3 evenings reviewing all applications and invited a few organizations to discuss their program in more detail. Based on the in-depth review of each organization, we have included our recommendations in your package. Thank you.
Thank you, Darlene, and thank you, Darlene, as well, for being here. Are there any questions or comments from councillors for the ladies tonight?
Deep gratitude.
Yes. Thank you both for your work, and Darlene for volunteering to join the United Way board and to taking on the chair role. That's a pretty big contribution, and it's based on what we see that you're contributing, or you're voting to contribute. I know many of us have been to many of these events, and I think the fact that there are so many that are being supported by the United Way is very impressive for our town and for its residents. So we appreciate your efforts.
Thank you.
Councillor Cox.
Thank you, Your Worship. I'm going to move this extremely large motion. I move that Council approve the following United Way and area applications through the United Way Fund. First, the Town of Strathmore Child, Youth and Family Hub Go Girl, $1,000. Town of Strathmore Child, Youth and Family Hub Strathmore Fire Department Camp Subsidies, $3,000. Rural Health Partnership, $2,500. Calgary Immigrant Services, $3,000. Foothills Fetal Alcohol Society, $3,000. Parkinson Association of Alberta, $2,500. Accredited Supports to the Community, $3,000. Hope Bridges Society for Creative and Continued Learning, $1,000. Junior Achievement of South Alberta, $1,500. Roots of Empathy, $4,000. Strathmore Municipal Library, $2,500. Strathmore Wheatland Addictions Team, $2,500. Wheatland Community Crisis Society, $3,000. Wheatland Society of the Arts, $3,000. Growing Families Society, Health Interagency, $1,500. Growing Families Society Bridging the Gap, $1,500. Growing Families Society Life Skills Program, $1,500. Growing Families 5 for Life Coalition, $1,500.
Thank you very much, Councillor Cox. There's a motion on the floor. Is there any discussion or questions on that? Seeing none, all in favor? Councillor Peterson?
No,
Oh.
my question is supplemental to.
Oh,
to
okay,
the-
so sorry, all in favor? And the motion is carried. Councillor Peterson?
Thank you, Your Worship. So I know that when United Way came over into our community, it's been a huge advantage to everybody, as we can see by the motion just made. In years past, many people, volunteers in community, went and canvassed door to door, and then with the advent of the United Way coming into community, that shifted. So how does the United Way make sure that they fully access every aspect of community to garner the funds? Do you know how that happens in community?
In the city, they have a way of doing it.
Right,
It's
yeah.
our board's responsibility to fundraise in Strathmore.
Right.
And so we are planning a strategic planning session now that we have a great board. And that's what our focus for 2019, 2020 is solely on fundraising.
Thank you. Thank you. I look forward to hearing about it. Thanks. Thank both of you.
Thank you, Councillor Peterson. Any other comments? Thank you again for all your time and efforts, and especially volunteering on a board like this and taking the chair. And Darlene, again, you always have incredible energy and empathy for the people that you deal with, and we appreciate that. And Linda, thank you for your work in the department as well. Very much appreciated. Thank you. This brings us to 7.2, CIF funding recommendations regarding the MD Open, the disc golf tournament. Page 22 of your agenda. Mark, welcome, Mark.
Thank you, Your Worship. Excuse me.
Councillor Peterson had asked for